Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hidden Truths, a place where we explore scenarios, histories, and truths that are hidden from the public view. This is a real-life application of nuclear guerrilla warfare that has occurred in Syria a few years ago. We're just going to jump right in with the blast itself. We're just going to let you listen to that.
افتحوا الشبابيك. الله يلعنك يا اسرائيل. لا اله الا الله، لا اله الا الله، لا اله الا الله، لا اله الا الله.
Now, as you can listen, nuclear weapons sound a lot like a gunshot, akin to a shotgun, followed by turbulent wars. Ammo cook-offs do not have this feature. They are very much different and sound more akin to fireworks popping off, though they are still very, very loud. And the seismograph on the attack of Tartarus. Syria has some hallmarks of a nuke, with the abrupt P-wave onset inconsistent with a delayed detonation. Observed 3.2 would have corresponded to at least 0.2 kilotons of TNT if it were underground, but as the surface event was much larger, presenting the nearby stations in Israel blue, Turkey in red, as well as some other nuclear, conventional, and earthquakes across the globe. Now, we're going to compare the satellite and give some distance. This is where the blast site was. Around a 100-foot wide chunk of mountain was blown sky high, and foliage almost 1 kilometer radius has been torched. The center of the main crater is not a building, but right next to an intersection. The burns line up as well. The largest non-nuclear weapon the US and Russia have in its arsenal is officially the US MOAB, the Russian FOAB, and the US GBU-57AB MOP, which is 11 tons, 44 tons, and an estimated 13 tons, which leaves us a 290-ton deficit of our 300 minimum required to create the crater. Now, the strike is reported to be by Israel, which only uses the F-15, F-16, and F-35, of which the MOAB, FOAB, and GBU-57 cannot be mounted to the chassis, as they do not have strategic bombing capabilities. Only the B-61 nuclear bomb, which has a dial yield range of 0.3 kilotons to 340 kilotons depending on its kit, is the only weapon that can fit the profiling and be carried on any of the aircraft used by Israel. And finally, the minor radiation spike. The data released by the EU radioactive environmental monitoring stations in Turkey and Cyprus all confirmed radiation spikes 20 plus hours after the blast in Tartarus. Now, as we are dealing with MRRs, minimal residual radiations, and bombs, they're pretty small, but they still do show up. And this is also consistent with the western winds from Tartarus that day, blowing fallout to Cyprus and southern Turkey. Everyone here is intelligent. You are free to draw your own conclusions. Mine, however, is set on we are in a nuclear war, better to embrace it now, and Matt has been thrown out the window. I hope you all take this into consideration. Bye-bye!